Hello, it's Caroline from Crafty Carly's Creations here. I was sitting in my wee craft cubby and I was crafting away and listening to Radio 2, and the arguments on Jeremy Vine got a wee bit heated, so I decided that I would just come on here and show you what I was doing instead, and that way I didn't have to listen to people arguing, because that's not good for a Friday. I want to be relaxing on a Friday and chilling out, don't we? Right, so anyway, I'm making a card using the Poppy Suite, and I've still got a little bit of the DSP, the Poppy DSP from the old catalogue, which I absolutely love this paper. It was really, really nice, and I'm sure there's still some of it about. If not, there's plenty of other papers in the catalogue that will coordinate with this, and you'll be able to do something similar. So what I've done is I've cut out a piece of did I start again, Caroline? I've cut out some dies, the two outlines, which will make up the back of my poppy in a nice deep red, real red. I've cut out the insides in a peachy colour, and they will go over the top like so. Have the other outline here. Hope you can still see this. Now I've kept all the innard bits. When you cut these out, these all come out of here. I've kept them, and I will pop them in my box, and these will be used at another time for doing something else, and building up another flower. But we'll do that at a later date. I've popped out the insides for my poppy, which we will pop on there, and this one will go on to there. And then I've got a whole load of stuff for leaves as well. So get these dies out of the way so that I don't lose them. The two leaf dies, the inside dies. I seem to be missing the tiny wee one. I wonder if it's up here. Yep, it is there. Teensy tiny wee thing. You understand how these things get lost. So what I'm going to do is I've taken a 5x7 card, and we're going to use it to decorate. So it's going to be a really, really simple card. I've taken a piece of the DSP. It's 2.5 inches wide by 7 inches long, and I've just cut a wee triangle out of the bottom to make it look like a banner, a kind of, yeah, piece of ribbon. That's not quite in the middle, but it's good enough. So get some Tombow, and this is just a brand new one, and pop it on. It's quite a nice day out there. Spending today relaxing, because yesterday I spent the day with, well, my own children obviously live here, but my stepchildren were here yesterday as well. So I see them to entertain. My stepson's 21, so I don't really have to entertain him, but my stepdaughter is 16, but she has additional needs. So, well, I have to say she entertained me yesterday. She was very good. She was very pleased to see us. It was lovely to have them. Right, so there we go. That one in the middle there, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment here. And I thought I was organised, but I'm not going to use the Peaceful Moments stamp set, which is the stamp set that goes alongside the Peaceful Poppies stamp set and the die set. I'm going to just pop that there. Okay. I'm still not decided what colour to use. So I'll just set that there just now until we get the rest of the cards. So it's going to be about there. So these poppies can be up here somewhere. Maybe with one of them there. And one there. Maybe that one there. And then we'll pop put some leaves in. Now you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the dark green one. This is actually a piece of the DSP from the, I think it's a tropical bundle, and I just really liked the colour on the back of it and felt it really stood out quite well against these leaves. So I'm going to use that, and we'll place these in here so these will spill out a little. That'll look quite good. So a nice easy card, but it's going to look really, really effective. It's not sitting very well. I'll pop these ones up under here, like so. I don't know whether to add another one or not. I think I will. Why not, eh? See how it looks. I'll pop that one in there. That's good. The pop of green really does work, I think, with the red. Brings out the green in that DSP. So it's going to look something like that once we've got it all constructed. Alright. Okay, let's go. So this is a tedious bit, trying to glue all these things together and get them all on there. Now I find Tombow, when I'm putting it onto these wee bits here, it splurges out and I have to be really, really careful. So sometimes what I do is I empty one of these into a smaller glue dispenser. These you can buy on Amazon, they only cost a couple of pounds, but it's got a much, much narrower tip, so for areas like this I can just pop tiny wee dots along it and it gives me much more control. It might just be me, I've got a really, really shaky hand and I find it really, really difficult with Tombow because if I squeeze it to get the glue to come out, it just splurges out all over the place. But that's just me. So what's everyone up to this weekend? I'm sure there's people down south that are heading out to the pub this weekend, whereas us up in Scotland we still really can't do that. We're still kind of more in lockdown than you are down south. I'm not sure I'm really desperate to go back to the pub though, not yet. Might wait a wee while longer. I'm still a bit nervous about getting out and about and getting into crowds. I've got too many people round about me that are in a vulnerable category, so I'll just wait a wee bit longer. One thing I am a bit annoyed about is lack of holidays. I would really have liked to go away for a wee while, especially now the girls, all the children are on holiday from school and college and universities and stuff, so it would have been nice to have been able to get away. But hey ho, we might get away in October and that would be good. We managed to get away last October after having our main holiday in the UK. We did our October holiday and we went to Croatia, which was lovely, and it doesn't seem that long ago. So you can still get this set, the dies and the stamps. You can buy it as a bundle in the catalogue. You save money if you buy the whole thing together, which is always good. See what I mean about too much glue, it just splurges out there a wee bit. Ugh. Fortunately it does dry all nice and clear, so that's not too much of a problem. Pop the stamen on the middle. I think they look like mini viruses, and I think if you were to put them on like that and put two wee white dots on them, it looked like a wee... You can make it into quite a cool card for people that have been maybe socially distancing, or people who have you haven't seen for a while because of the virus. You can send them that just for a bit of fun. go, so that's poppy number 1 done. Where do we stand for that? That's over here, so I'll just pop that in. So who has seen the new brochure? The one from August to December 2020. It's got all our new Christmas stuff in it. It's got some autumn themed stamps in it. It has some gorgeous Christmas stuff in it. It's just fabulous. Also has some lovely Halloween stuff. I don't know whether you buy or into decorating for Halloween. That's a very new thing over here in the UK, I think. We're getting more and more into it, and we're all decorating our houses for Halloween. But I've got some really, really cool stuff in the catalogue. Some of them you could use just for ordinary cards. They don't have to be Halloween, just purely because they're nice kind of autumny colours. I was going to show you the catalogue, but I have stupidly left mine lying downstairs beside my chair in the living room. Because I keep going through it thinking, right, I set myself a budget and I go through it thinking, right, I'll get that and I'll get that, and then I'm way over budget and I have to start again, so... Oh dear. I have even asked the other half if I can have my Christmas money early. But he said no, because he said I would just ask for Christmas money again at Christmas time, which I would. He's absolutely right. But hey, we've got to try, haven't we? As stamping addicts. You can see how shaky my hand is. That just proves to you if I can do it, so can you. I seem to have lost a base. Must be here somewhere. So we did have it a minute ago. There it is. Just talk amongst yourselves while I do this. Like I said, it's really boring. You don't want to hear me wittering on about nothing, just trying to fill in time. Oh, I should say, ladies, I'm late with your July card kit bundles for those ladies that have been receiving my card kits over lockdown. I will get round to it hopefully this weekend. Not sure what's going to be in it this time. Haven't really had much time to think about it with the bits and pieces that have been happening around here lately. So if anybody's got any particular kind of ideas of things that they would like, maybe some people would like me to do some of these poppies for you, I could certainly die cut a whole load of these, and yeah, I could maybe do that. I could maybe give you everything you need for this card. Other than the sentiment, obviously you would need to provide your own sentiment, but I could do that, so that's maybe an idea. Another thing I was thinking about for this month was maybe a kit to make a wee box with. I thought I could do a wee demo and you could get a nice 3D project to make up. That would be quite cool. So again, just give me a shout if you agree with that, and I'll get that all sorted this weekend and get them out at the beginning of next week. And who knows, by this time next month we could all be out of lockdown. And craft classes might be starting up. I don't know at what point we can start to do them again, but hopefully by then the cabin will be, I shouldn't think that got maybe like that. The cabin will be up and running and you can all come here and have your craft classes here, which will be really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Stage we're at just now is the cabin's pretty much painted on the outside, and hopefully laminate will be getting laid on the floor next week. And once that's done, I can then put in furniture. There's no point in me going and getting the furniture for it because I'd have nowhere to keep it. So just as soon as Jeeves gets sorted and gets the laminate on the floor, I can get the furniture and get it in. And once that's done, then you'll all need to come round and visit and tell me what you're thinking and whether you like it or not. And the craft classes will go ahead as normal, and I can do them. I can probably fit up to about 6 comfortably in the cabin, but I'll need to think about that from a social distancing perspective. Might have to be less in the short term just because of the regulations. Might have stopped doing a bit too quickly there. Right, where did that last leaf go? How on earth can I lose a leaf? Oh dearie me, I'm going quite mad. Where on earth? Oh, there it is, there, look. Sneaked away up there. I pop this one just underneath that one, that'll be pretty cool. There we go. I think that looks rather nice. What do you think? A minute to all dry off, and then we'll put the sentiment on down here. And then on the inside, what I will probably do is pop an insert in, maybe this kind of peach colour, into the inside, and I'll put a nice sentiment on the inside. And this is one that I'm using pretty much all the time just now, wishing you every happiness that this special day will bring. Love it. That'll go on the inside, and that will be the card finished. But let's get the outside of it finished while you're watching. I'll just pop that away for now. Ah, now I could go for real red to match this for my sentiment, but that doesn't seem right somehow. I think I will go for early espresso, which is a really versatile colour. Oops, things falling off my desk. So that's nice and covered. The mistake I've made there is I've lent too heavily when I've been taking ink off, because as you can see I've got ink on the edge of my stamp, so if I stamp too heavily on it I'm going to leave a mark. So I need to be really, really careful that I lean quite lightly on this or I'll waste my card. And in actual fact I've leant too lightly on it, so I've gone the opposite. What I will do to redeem this situation is probably put a piece of paper over that and put the sentiment on top of it, and that will make all the difference, and then I'll be able to still use the card, which is silly of me. I'll probably put a piece of the green paper underneath it just to back it up. So bear with me a second while I grab a piece of the green paper here. So this is the other side of that green paper, which is lovely. And if you were watching earlier in the week, I posted some gift boxes that I had made and I'd used this paper to make the gift boxes, so this is just some scraps. In fact, most of the papers that I've used on here have in actual fact been scrap papers that I've used just to use pieces up because I only needed wee bits of them. I'm going to clean all the ink off this with my chamois, which you're lucky you can't smell it because it really does need a wash. Just keep that in a plastic tub so that it's kept nice and damp at all the times, and then every once in a while it gets popped into wash, just with my normal clothes. Right, you see I've done it again. That's better, much better. I'll clean that in a minute. So now I'm just gonna, I wonder if it would fit. I've got a punch here. Oh, excuse me, leaning over you. I don't think it will fit into this punch. Oh, it would. There you go. So what I'm going to do is just going to punch that out using that punch. Stampin' Up punches are great because you can play about with things and you can press on them so the paper's held in it, but it's not quite at the stage for cutting, and then just at the last minute you can cut. So I'm going to chop this one up, and you're thinking that's the same size, so that's not going to work, but it does work, because what we do is we take this and we snip it in half right across the middle. Not quite half, but close enough. Oh, I don't know what happened there. My radio decided to speak to me. And then we will just splodge a little bit of glue on there and stick that to the top of that. You can see the green border there. Just zip it. And then we'll do the same at the bottom. There you go. So even if you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. You can usually write your mistakes. That's half the fun of crafting, isn't it? So there you go. And that will go on there. Ugh, see, it looks even better, so it's meant to be. So I'll pop some glue on. Pop it over there. And there we go. One birthday card made. That's for a lovely lady who loves poppies. I think she'll be absolutely delighted. Like I say, ladies, if you want me to put that kit together and pop it into a bag, I'll be able to do it apart from the sentiment, but you'll have everything else, and I'm sure you'll have things that you can put your own sentiments on with. Okay, smashing. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.